Here we are, 1 video a day challenge, and we've got it. Today we have really what you're looking for. MOQ. It's not a drug, guys. MOQ. This is what everyone is talking about nowadays. You don't eat it, you don't drink it. No, MOQ. You familiar with it? If you're not familiar with it, you've come to the right place. Today, we will explain what MOQ is, what is the definition, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of MOQ. Intro! Woohoo! So, for those of you that are not familiar with the term MOQ, it is an acronym for minimum order quantity. This is a term that is often used and involved in the internet when talking in terms of sales with suppliers. Suppliers usually define a minimum order quantity when they agree to prepare an order. This means that with different suppliers, you might find that the MOQ is different. Some MOQs might be calculated based on price, and some MOQs might be calculated in terms of amounts or units. Find an example, you negotiated with someone on Alibaba and you want to buy bamboo toothbrush, for example. I love them, by the way, I've got one at home. You want to buy bamboo toothbrush and they tell you that the MOQ for this is 3,000 euros. What does this mean? This means that you have to buy 3,000 euros worth of products. It's really easy. So sometimes this has its advantages and its disadvantages. Why? Because when you negotiate a minimum order quantity, you're going to go for the best price. So you're not only buying one, you're buying the minimum for the producer, for the manufacturer or the supplier to make it affordable for you. On the other side, this has also got disadvantages. Sometimes we're selling a €1 product, but we have to buy a minimum of 3,000. What does this mean? We have to pre-anticipate money and pre-anticipate stock without knowing whether we're going to sell it or not sell it in the future. So it's really important that when we negotiate MOQ, we already have defined the strategy on what we want to do, how are we going to sell it, whether we're going to sell it on Facebook, we're going to sell it on our e-commerce, we're going to sell it on Instagram. If you want to sell them on Instagram, click on this video that I did yesterday on how to optimize sales on Instagram for your e-commerce. You've got it here. So as I said, going back to MOQ, I'm going to give you as well some advice on how to deal with this this minimum order quantity and how to negotiate it with suppliers, because sometimes you'll get suppliers that will come to you and they'll say, it's really important you're direct to the point with suppliers and you tell them, you always have to ask them whether they have the material of a lower quality as well. Why? Because this is going to reduce the price that you're going to be paying for your products or for your goods. So it's important to always ask them if there's other options within the product. This way we will reduce the cost and the amount of money we have to put in advance, as to say. Second advice, so another option as well is always to ask the supplier which products they manufacture most often, because this will also give us some advice in terms of what is most sold, what is less sold, or has more demand on the market. So this is also really important that we ask and we communicate with our supplier or with our manufacturer. They know the product and they know how capable or what reach or impact it has on the market. Then, also important to say, try and locate other suppliers. Don't go for the first one you find. Hey, let's look at all the options of suppliers that we might find. How many have we contacted? We've contacted 4, and each one of us offers this, and this. So it's important we analyze all the options before taking any decision. It's important that we think, analyze, and then decide. We can't just go for the first one we find. So when negotiating a MOQ, it is really important. Be careful as well. This is something I like to say and I always take into account. MOQ exists for a reason. This is in order to help you with a minimum quantity not sacrifice quality, and not find yourself without having a fault or a need when you've really got a product that's working on your store. So this is really important as well to mention that for MOQ. You do need to take when you've got a product, you do need to take into consideration why the MOQ has been established before. The minimum order quantity allows you to access much cheaper unit prices. Let's not say this is a problem. This is a benefit. This is going to allow us to have better prices. So with all of the advice I've given you before, what we need to is opt for smaller MOQs, but taking into account that if we sometimes might want to push too hard to reduce the price of the MOQ, the quality of the product might be affected. So be careful with this, because this might produce a long-term effect with loads of returns of a specific product to your store, and we do not want this. We want to try and reduce the amount of returns we have to the minimum, and this is something we do need to take into account. Second of all, completely forgot. What was I going to say? Got it. After you've contacted all of the suppliers, you haven't got to an agreement with any of them, guys, don't block yourself and go for other possibilities. I'm sure you've all heard of drop shipping. I told you that I was going to work on telling you how to do drop shipping on Amazon, how to do drop shipping on eBay. I will tell you, not on this video, on future videos, but drop shipping, hey, why not consider it? What are we looking for? Nowadays, we get platforms such as Overload with Shopify. Doing drop shipping might be an option. Why not? Unique drop shipping from AliExpress or Alibaba. We've got other possibilities. DHgate, maybe. Hey, we need to look at all the options before we take a decision that's going to bring a risk for us. So this is really, really important. With all of that said, MOQ, and just to clarify, minimum order quantity. And what I do recommend is we always take some time, think about it, and then decide. Because otherwise, we can get ourselves in a big trouble or a big mess. So, that's it with MOQ. Tomorrow, new video, and I'm bringing something that you can't believe I'm going to do. So, be ready for it. I'm going to bring you some really easy tutorials, because some of you guys have been asking me, Freddie, can you help me create a Gmail account? I know you love it. I know you want that video, Nico, on me showing people how to create a Gmail account. But you're going to have to wait a bit for it. Because for the time, I'm going to talk on my next videos on drop shipping, which I've told you before. Drop shipping is coming. Tomorrow, new video. Remember to channel, subscribe here. I still haven't figured out where it comes because the camera turns around my videos. Like my videos, please. We're on the good way, guys. Comment. I want to know your comments on what you feel. I want you to tell me if you've had previous experience negotiating MOQ or things you want to learn about. Tell me. I'm open to videos. I want to know. Not only this, subscribe, alerts, comments, likes. Remember not to watch Nico's videos. Team Freddy's winning. See you tomorrow.